In 1991, the R.L. Drake Company of Ohio re-entered the shortwave market with the USA-built R8 receiver. The receiver proved to be a popular seller. The success of the R8 led to the introduction of the R8A in the fourth quarter of 1995. This one was on my wish list, and finally I bought on eBay for 900 US dollars. The coverage. The R8A frequency coverage is 100 kHz to 30 MHz. The optional VHF converter adds coverage of 35 to 55 and 108 to 174 MHz frequency ranges. Modes are AM, lower sideband, upper sideband, CWR, and FM. Like the R8, all filters are included. Bandwidth filters are 6.0, 4.0, 2.3, 1.8, and zero point 0.5 kHz. The physical details. The R8A is packaged within a black sheet metal case of 334 mm wide, 134 mm high, and 330 mm deep, and retains the characteristic black anodized front panel and a large green liquid crystal LCD display. The cabinet seems sturdier than the one on the R8. The receiver weighs 5.9 kilograms. The AC power requirements are from 100 to 240 volts AC at 50 or 60 Hz, drawing about 40 watts of power. The front panel. The front panel controls are laid out in a pattern similar to the R8, but with the notable addition of two separate keypads dedicated to bandwidth selection and mode. These new sets of keys are placed side by side in 2 by 3 arrays, marked off on the panel by white boundary lines placed to the right of the LCD panel. One may directly select any mode or filter, or opt to use the automatic bandwidth setting, dividing the front panel horizontally into two segments. The top half contains the S meter, the LCD panel, and the sets of bandwidth and mode keys. The LCD panel readouts include the frequency, the memory channel, bandwidth, and mode. Like the R8, the bottom of the LCD panel labeled 6 dual purpose horizontally arranged buttons set just under the panel display. The bottom half of the front panel has a headphone jack and three controls: notch and tone, passband, offset and squelch, volume, and RF gain control. The last two controls are to the right of a smallish multi-function keypad for entering frequencies and setting receiver functions, tune up and down arrow keys, and a tuning knob. The rear side. The R8A has the detachable power cord. There are connections for high and low impedance antennas and a separate antenna connection for the VHF converter. I like the two line-out jacks for connecting digital decoding and tape recording equipment. Timer controls are through a 5-pin DIN plug. We also note the output. Speaker impedance is 4 ohms rather than the typical 8 ohms found on most other speakers. I did not have the companion MS8 speaker to test, so I hook up a regular speaker instead. The RS232C serial port connections are made through a DB9 female connector to control R8A with computer, memories, and more. The Drake R8A has 440 memories. 9 settings may be stored in each memory: frequency, mode, bandwidth, automatic, gain control setting, preamplifier or attenuation setting, antenna, notch on and off, noise blanker setting, and synchronous detector on and off. New to the R8A is an alphanumeric display. Memory channels can be given names up to 7 characters long. Memories may be scrolled by name instead of frequency if desired. When tuning in the VFO mode, stored memory channel names can be selected to appear as one tunes over the stored frequency. This is a useful reminder of favorite stations. Birdies, I checked for birdies, spurious signals internally generated by the R8A's digital circuitry, and found 7 in all. The signal strength using the S meter follows the frequency in kilohertz: 306 S2, 500 S1, 6074.3 S1, 12,148.5 S5, 18,223 S1, 20,248 S3, and 24,298 S2. The 12,148.5 birdie is sufficiently strong as to preclude reception of weak signals on 12,150 in the AM mode, but it can be worked around by switching to the USB mode. We also noted a mild digital harsh, perhaps best described as kind of chirp, centered on 13 frequencies. Around these frequencies, the noise could be heard for 1 or 2 kilohertz as the receiver stepped each 100 hertz. Once tuning stopped, the receiver was quiet, and there was no impediment to hearing a station on the affected frequencies. The frequencies noted were 1963, 1994, 2094, 2198, 3979, 10,050, 10,360, 13,365, 14,244, 20,316, 22,096, 22,200, and 29,951 kilohertz, turning on and tuning in. Specifications are one thing, but using the receiver is quite another. I found the radio intuitive to use, so far as basic operations are concerned, hooking it up, entering in some frequencies, and setting the controls. But I had to review the manual's instructions to fully use the benefits of the memories. It took time to realize that to make the audio notch work, I had to first push 2 buttons. The multi-function keypad is a bit smaller than we have liked, and the buttons feel rubbery. The R8A audio is clean, and the tone control. The passband tuning is quite effective for moving clutter away from the desired signal. The AM synchronous mode locks on and notably cleans up weaker signals. The bottom line: I believe the Drake R8A offers good value for the money. In the USA, the R8A price was $1,090 in the 1990s, and after so many years, it still keeps the price and regarded as a collector's item and one of the best Drake receivers of all times. Let's tuning around some amateur radio frequencies and few broadcast stations to have a feeling of reception quality if it really matches the reviews made by so many amateurs all those years, and praising it an excellent choice for serious shortwave DXers in the 1990s.
Good evening, yes. The name is James. I'm in the county of Somerset, in the southwest of England. You're 59 plus, you over?
Yeah, very good, James. 59 plus as well. Call 0 India Delta X-ray, Echo India 2 Hotel India, located here in Cork County. Charlie Oscar Romeo Kilo, Cork County, near a town called Bandon. Like the word abandon without the letter at the start. You're 59 plus team this evening. Getting rather cool now here. It's back to 4.3 degrees Celsius at the moment, James. So hope you're well, and your signal's coming in there directly west of me, I'm guessing. We're in the very southwestern part, so you're at the other side of the RC, and a good signal broadside into my G5RB here, over.
Yeah, lovely to hear you. Very nice with me. Yes, 9 plus 20th time to you. And it sounds lovely and warm with you. I tell you, it's 0 degrees here at the moment, Hugh. And we're dropping rapidly. I think it's going to be about -3, -4 overnight. So log burners roaring away, Hugh. And unfortunately, I've got to go outside and do a few jobs in a minute, but I'm kind of putting it off. But anyway, there we go. Just running a rotatable dipole this way, Hugh. So lovely to hear you. I know there's lots calling you. Enjoy your evening, mate, and the band's pretty good. Echo India 2, Hotel India, G0IDX, over.
Very good, James. What power are you running into the rotatable dipole, over?
Yeah, about 400 watts at the moment, Hugh, over.
Yeah, very good, James. I know that, yeah. Running 100 watts here, James. 100 watts into the G5 at this end. So that's what I'm getting here this side. And yeah, I think conditions are favourable enough between us. Hence the strong signal full wave. James 100. Regards to all your end, enjoy the rest of your afternoon, evening, night time, and enjoy the weekend coming up. And we'll be talking to you again soon. If you have the final comment, James, G0IDX, CI2HI, over.
Yeah, pleasure, Dave. 7-3, mate. Enjoy the fans. Bye-bye.
7-3, James. Take care.
Guide Uniform Zero, Guide Uniform X-ray, hello, nice to meet you, and greetings into the island. You are 5 and 5, 5 and 5. My name is Tina, Roger. Garage, thanks for the fine finger report and greetings from near Berlin. 7388. Danke, auf Wiedersehen, Delta Mike ETA, Yankee Lima Fox. Hotel Bravo 9, Echo Lima Zulu, hallo, schön dich wieder zu hören, da fehlt mir aber der Name. 5 und 9, Name Tina, gut hier in der Nähe von Berlin.
Wunderbar, mein Name ist Marco, für Top BS, ich mache Blut,
Ja. Markus, vielleicht sagst du nochmal dein genaues QTH?
Das heißt, Surfen und Surf, Surfen und Surf.
Ah ja, na, da waren wir noch nicht. Ist das am Walensee irgendwo? Ah ja, alles klar. Na, wir haben fast jedes Jahr Urlaub in Liechtenstein gemacht und meine Freundin ist Hotel Bravo 9 Echo Papa Echo, die Dora, die kennst du vielleicht auch, Markus. Und da waren wir aus der Mauer-Gegend, aber da waren wir noch nicht bei dir in Sternberg. Danke fürs Reinkommen, schönen Abend, tschüss. Ja, tschüss, sehr gut. Oscar Echo 3 Kilo, Freiheiten Uniform. Oh ja, hallo, Kleinlieb unschuldig. Hallo Charlie, schön dich wieder zu hören. Wir hatten im letzten Jahr CW-QSO unter diesem Rufzeichen 5 und 9, Oscar Echo 3 Kilo, lieber Uniform, Name China.
Ja, lieber Sprechstunde wahrscheinlich. Es wird wieder klappen mit TV. Ihr habt ja noch ein paar Tage.
Ja, danke. Ich habe auch CW gemacht, der Wolkesheimer Meer und jetzt mache ich für die letzte halbe Stunde noch bis Fläche stehen. Schönen Abend und man hört sich. Tschüss.
Tschüss, servus.